Welcome everyone to another episode of Starmade. Heck yeah! And today I want to continue on the mothership that we've started the last time, and I also want to fix a few issues. Now, what my issue was in the previous episode is that we need about, I don't know, between 5 and 10k salvage cannons, and I simply don't have that. I do have the credits in order to get them, but I've been traveling around the galaxy for at least a few hours, and I didn't find enough shops, which was really frustrating. So what I really not like to do is cheat myself items in, but there's something I'm willing to do, which is going to be going to a shop and use a cheat to restock it, so that we can, in the end, buy the items that we need. So we're still gonna need the credits in order to buy them, but we don't have to take on ridiculously long journeys, which are really frustrating and just a waste of time. So let's grab a bunch of high-level ores and get to a shop to restock it. Alright guys, so here we are at a shop as promised. All we need to do is hit the B key. We have to sell something. I already sold one of my precious ores, which gave us another 1.5 million credits. I restocked the shop once. I'm gonna do or show you how to do that right away, but first we're gonna buy this quantity, so 1041. Hit OK, and I'm gonna sell another ore, another one, and 1.6 million actually. That's good. We're gonna take that. Or was that even more? No, I think it was 1.6 million. But what we have to do is hit the enter key now, slash, and we are gonna type in shop underscore restock. Hit OK. There we go. And we have another 103 cannons. So it's kind of random how much or how many items are being restocked. So we're just gonna rinse and repeat that several times until we end up with the quantity that we really want. 295. There we go. So see you in a bit. Now, two more things worth mentioning is that before you type the command, you have to go into the N menu and actually select the shop that you want to restock. And also, if you have previously typed the command, you can simply, well, once in that chat menu, hit the up arrow and you will retype the command, just like in Minecraft. There we go. Well guys, here we are, done with the salvage cannons, at least our first array, and I have to say it's pretty fun to salvage stuff using those two cannons. So yeah, what we could think about now is actually adding some antimatter cannons so that we have a way to defend ourselves manually. For the rest of the ship I'm gonna install some turrets so they will defend us. Now the biggest problem we currently have is of course the power consumption. The salvage cannons actually work. They don't really seem to be using power, which is weird. Maybe that's something that gets implemented later on. But the antimatter cannons, they actually do use power, so that's something we need to consider. Also, if you look at the left-hand corner, let me just switch over there so you can read it maybe in 720p, I'm not sure. But I managed to get my power from 20,000 to 36,000 using those modules right here. Unfortunately, I didn't figure out the best way to lay them out if something is affecting them, just like with the power right here. But it basically increases your power storage that you could possibly have, and those guys increase your power regeneration. So that's that. We have enough thrust, but we do not have enough power, so that's something I will really need to consider. So maybe if you guys know if I have to set these up in a specific manner, then just leave a comment. Otherwise, I'm just probably gonna plot down hundreds and hundreds of them so we get the energy that we want. But if I switch to flight mode, you can see salvage cannons work perfectly. It looks beautiful. I do not have a cockpit yet, so our view is a little bit obstructed. But if I accelerate just a tiny little bit, you can see down here the power is being consumed quite quickly. We are kind of agile, we can accelerate pretty quickly, so I definitely have enough thrusters, but we do not have enough power. Simply not enough power. We have, you know, a fast regeneration, but we just need something better. So that's probably something I'm gonna work on. But first, we shall do the antimatter cannons. Right, let's get to it. I already organized myself 2,000 antimatter cannons. I have 6,000 in stock. One of the pirates dropped over 1,700 at some point, and I probably also bought a lot. So we have a weapons computer that I'm gonna put on top of the salvage computer. It's already selected, so that's good. That's one major mistake that you can do, building a lot of cannons without connecting them. You will definitely regret them. But what my intention is with this contraption, I want to have one layer of shields all the way around. So I'm gonna fill this all up. Oh, we have some pirates incoming. Oh, you are gonna regret that you stood up today. Oh jeez, you are such goners. I'm actually gonna collect this stuff. So why not? Let's go on an expedition, and we are gonna go into the ship core, a small one. There we go. They are all overheating. Drop their items right there. 3 beautiful piles of items. There we go. Let's just get outside and collect all the stuff. Right, so I'm in the middle of setting up my salvage cannons. I finished a layer of shields that I want to have. I haven't filled it up all the way yet, just, you know, this one layer. I do not have enough shields, but the rest we are gonna try to fill up with the salvage cannons, just like so. And one thing I want you guys to decide down in the comment section is whether or not you want me to connect this up into, you know, a very, very powerful beam, or actually 2 beams, or if you want me to keep this design with you know, like 300 very tiny slick beams that won't do a lot of damage, but that will be agonizing in another way. I think I might have a try on both and see what the reaction is. Maybe it's not necessary to have such a powerful beam. Maybe it's more useful to have a lot of tiny beams. But leave your opinion down in the comments section. There we go. We have added the anti-matter cannons. I didn't have enough shields. I'm gonna, of course, buy some. I thought it might be a nice touch to have them stick out a little bit. So there are 16 blocks long each, and it's, you know, solid. It's filled out. Well, what it basically needs now is a hull, so it looks a little bit nicer. And I also think I'm gonna do some wedges now also for the thrusters right here, because I don't really like the blockish shape. Everything should be as round as possible, and I think we could achieve something that looks really, really great. This will look really great. At the moment, it's still a little bit crappy, but you know. Now, as you saw in the time-lapse, I did have a few troubles designing this color-wise, but I think slowly but surely we're getting where we want to go. I will have to do the back later because it's going to connect to the main part of the ship, kind of into this direction upwards. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with the back, and also the front. I will have to fill this out, but it kind of looks awesome with the two eyes that will destroy everything in its path. I really like that idea, and other than that, I think this is a great project, the Mothership, because Mummy knows best. Right. Well, there we go, guys. I think I'm done playing Starmade for today. We have made a lot of progress on the Mothership, at least the salvage cannon, the weapon system, which, by the way, is the last thing that we are gonna try out, but I guess we do not have enough power. But with firing that weapon, I sure hope you enjoyed this episode and you like what you saw. And also, you know, give me your suggestions on what I should do in the next episode. But let's hit the T button, and it's gonna be the weapons computer on number 2. There we go. And well, let's just shoot. Oh, that's not that many beams, but I think that's because we do not have enough power. I think only about 7 or 8 beams can go off. So what I definitely will have to do is also run to a shop and get more power upgrade elements, and we're just gonna, you know, max this baby out, so it will become the most feared destroyer in the entire universe by the AI. Yeah, or something like that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much, have a great time, and hopefully see ya in the next one. Bye bye.